if if Japan after the nuclear attack knew that the United States has only two bombs, or they became stupid, kind of sort of stupid, and they just said, "Who cares? This fight to the last man." The United States would be screwed. Invading Japan with that requires a whole video's own right, but invading Japan with at the time in World War Two with World War Two technology is really impossible. It requires as much man and resources as the rest of the war in the Pacific front, and as in the European front combined, perhaps even twice more. Millions of American soldiers would die there in Japan if the Japan decided to keep fighting in the homeland. Because in terms of capital, they can easily remove the capital to Beijing in China or Shanghai. Um, So yeah, in terms of also Japan had a biological elimination, super powerful, deadly poison pandemic weapon that injected inside of fleas and flies that can be easily released on the United States and Russia. That will be able to wipe out the Russian army with a cold, and will draw the Russians out of the fight and wouldn't be able to do anything to China. Japan will use that to wipe out China. They can use drugs, to their soldiers, make them go angrier. Of course, this pandemic can hit them, but they have the medicine for it. United States didn't have that much, intelligence inside of Japan because it's a whole different language, a whole different civilization and people. It's very far away, very difficult. It's not like they didn't have no one inside of Japan like spies, but they're really ineffective. Not much. So, in something so secret that we know about it decades after the war finished, if Japan decided to use these weapon on the United States, literally in few months, most of the people, literally more than 60% in a few months, 6 months, and maximum, would be in North and South America would be dead. I'm serious. It's a really deadly poison weapon that you can't do nothing to it after it gets released. And invading Japan would take at least 2 years, but the supplies will go down with that happen, and all that other stuff gonna happen. The capital will be in Beijing, Soviet Union will be kicked out of it, and United States would be screwed. Most of the people in the United States would be dead by this biological, very deadly, the most deadly biological weapon to the date. The chemical aspect of the biological weapon is not the deadliest to the date. A lot of countries created more deadly stuff, but the deadly thing of this is have been injected in a way that doesn't kill the fly and the insects, the flying insects and the mosquitoes and fleas that will hold this. Like, I'm talking about a huge number of fleas, like trillions upon trillions of flying insects that will be released on the environment. These insects will not only kill the humans, but kill even the animals and perhaps many plants. It has been designed so this pandemic, this chemical biological weapon kills all living things. Alright, it especially it doesn't have that much impact on plants, but especially meat stuff, things that are made of meat, animals, humans, and other insects would be wiped out, which in theory will wipe out more humans as less animals there, which means less food. This will cut the supplies of men and resources to fight in Japan and make a lot of organization problems. So Japan still will be screwed because it still will be devastated by some invasion in the beginning, but U.S.A. will be screwed far more worse, and Japan kind of will win because Japanese generals don't care about the public if they get hit a little bit more. At that point they already lost 10% of the population, so it doesn't matter if they lose another 10%. The 10% they lost mostly civilians, very little military and police. And they can just use Chinese soldiers, in the millions of them. So yeah, Japan is far more powerful than most people think.
Former empire for its pre-war military.